welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Simba, but you can call me Atty. This channel basically focuses on sharing a lot of macrame tutorials as well as the behind the scenes as to what goes on in my small business. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe and make sure to hit the notification button so you don't miss any videos. For today's video, I'm actually not going to be teaching you what's behind me like usual. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create some really cute macrame keychains. So this wall hanging behind me is actually my first Patreon exclusive tutorial. So if you are a member on my Patreon, you have full access to this tutorial, and I'm really excited to be sharing an exclusive tutorial over there every single month. So if you are interested in learning how to create this wall hanging, make sure to check out my Patreon, and of course I will link it down below. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about today's project. So for today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create some macrame keychains, and I have 3 different styles that we're going to be learning. The first style is going to be this cute mini keychain. The second one is this kind of elegant looking diamond tassel keychain. And lastly, this mermaid style keychain. So these keychains are just such a great accessory to make for yourself, or as the holidays are approaching, you can definitely make these to gift to your friends and family. They're just a perfect little stocking stuffer, and they're just a really fun macrame project. Whether you are totally new to it or if you've been doing macrame for a while, keychains are just always such a staple project. So again, I'm going to be teaching you guys 3 different projects. Now let's just talk about the materials that we're going to need. So for this project, I used 3mm cord. So I went with a couple of different colors. I just wanted a really earthy vibe, but I went with my terracotta, my mustard colored cord, and my latte colored. And of course you can find all of these on my website at seabytheseashop.com. You're also going to need some 1-inch lobster clasps, and I will link the ones that I use down below. You will also need a pair of scissors, a ruler, and a comb. That is it for this project, so now let's just jump right into it. We are going to start creating that mini style keychain. Go ahead and grab one of the lobster clasps and 3 strands of cord that are 24 inches each. We're going to fold the cords right in half and attach them with a lark's head knot. Now I'm going to pin down the lobster clasps on a cork board. You can also use tape if you are working on a desk or a clipboard. To get started, we're going to grab the cord on the very left side and use it as our leading cord. We're going to create 2 double half hitch knots as if we're making a diagonal line towards the center. Now we're going to use the cord on the right to create 3 double half hitch knots as a diagonal line towards the center. Now going back over to the left side, create 2 double half hitch knots. And now use the strands on the right to create 5 double half hitch knots this time. We're starting to create that diamond now. Now taking the 3rd cord from the right, create 2 double half hitch knots. Then use the 4 strands in the center to create a square knot. Now we're going to close off the diamond by creating 2 double half hitch knots on the left side. Then 3 double half hitch knots on the right. Now we're going to cut off the bottom ends, comb it out, and use our scissors to cut at an angle for the bottom fringe. For the second style, we're going to need 2 strands of cord that are 32 inches, 1 strand at 27 inches, and 1 strand at 8 inches. So to start this, we're going to take one of the 32-inch strands, and instead of folding it right in half, fold it so that one end is about 3 inches longer. Now attach it to the lobster clasps with the lark's head knot, making sure that the longer side is on the outside. The 27-inch strand will go right in the center. Now grab the other 32-inch strand and do the same thing. Fold it so that the outside is about 3 inches longer. Now you can go ahead and pin it down. I'm going to be using my 2 center strands as my leading cords. Starting with the middle cord on the left side, I'm going to create 2 double half hitch knots in a diagonal line. Then I will do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to create a square knot using the 4 strands in the center. After this, I'm going to close off the diamond by creating 2 double half hitch knots on the left and 3 on the right. Using that same cord, I'm going to create the second diamond in the exact same way. Now I'm going to flip it over and grab that 8-inch strand to tie a gathering knot. Once I've cut off the excess cord from the gathering knot, I'm going to go ahead and give the ends a gentle tug to make sure everything is even, and then cut it at about 9 inches in length. For the last keychain, I'm using 3 strands at 40 inches each. I will also need an 8-inch strand for this one. So for these, I will be folding them right in half and attaching them to the lobster clasp with a lark's head knot. You will notice that this pattern is extremely repetitive, so let's get started. Using the second cord from the left, create 1 double half hitch knot. Now using the third strand from the right, create 1 double half hitch knot. Moving on to the next row, we're going to use a strand on the left to create 2 double half hitch knots. And then the strand on the right to create 3 double half hitch knots. So this is when it's going to get repetitive. We're going to do this exact same thing 7 more times. So on the left side, we'll be creating 2 double half hitch knots, and on the right, 3 double half hitch knots. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip this over, grab my 8-inch strand, and again I'm going to tie this off with a gathering knot. So again, I'm going to give all of the ends a gentle tug so everything is nice and even. So you don't necessarily have to comb out the ends, but I think this gives it more of a mermaid look. I went ahead and just combed mine out and then cut it off so it was about 1.5 inches in length at the bottom. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this project, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed learning how to make 3 different styles of keychain. Again, if you recreate these, please tag me on Instagram. I am at @SeeByTheSeaShop and I would love to see your work. All of the cord that I mentioned here can of course be found on my website at seebytheseashop.com, and I have tons of different colors to choose from, so make sure that you head over there so you can start your projects. Again, I will link everything else down below, and don't forget to check out my Patreon for this wall hanging tutorial and other exclusive content. I just hosted my first live stream over there and it was just really fun to chat with you guys about wholesale and just answer a ton of small business questions. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more macrame content, and I will see you in the next one.